Hey there guys, Tim Skinner. Hope to see you fellas at the next pop-up fires tonight at 7 p.m. my place. Shoot me an email, text, video instructions. I had this thought that was stirring in me this morning, and it was this idea that I remember when Joseph was thrown in a pit by his brothers in the Old Testament, and he was favored by his father. The older brothers were jealous of him. He'd gotten a coat from his dad of many colors, and but they threw him in a pit. The dad is basically on his deathbed. He's ill, probably has poor eyesight. And they come to the dad with the coat that they had taken off him after throwing him in the pit, or before throwing him in the pit, and they tore it and they dipped it in animal blood and they hand it to the father on his deathbed. And basically they don't tell the father that he's dead. They don't tell the father that they saw Joseph dead or alive or torn up by a wild beast, but they hand it to him, and then the dad immediately grabs a hold of this coat of many colors and says, surely a wild beast must have killed him. Surely he is dead. And it's interesting that he was not dead. He was in a pit. He was fine. Many years later, he ended up ruling a nation, second in charge. But the enemy loves to, I had this thought that the enemy loves to take real information, real facts, maybe things that maybe you messed up. Like, he took the fact that there was real blood and there was a real torn coat, and he took this factual information, and then the enemy allowed him, even out of his own words, his own doing, to believe a lie that his son was dead. And I know that there could be said about this historically and in context, but I just was inspired by this thought, like, let's be careful believing the lie of the enemy. Yeah, we may have made some mistakes. There may be some facts that are hard to deal with in life, but be careful using real facts and hardships, setbacks, pain, maybe even mistakes you've made in your life, to believe a lie that it's over for you, or to believe the lie that you're never going to get better, you're never going to change. I believe you can. And hey, that was just a thought I had. Maybe it'll be something we could chop up at the fire tonight, but I'm getting ready here. I'm just burning some old stuff, and so the fire be ready and good and fresh. But hey, I'll see you tonight at the pop-up fire at 7 p.m. Hope you'll be there. Oh yeah, it's getting going, baby.